Okay, so what I got here is pretty sure it's a 2014 Electric Motion 5.7 electric trials bike. So it's a Scorpa rolling chassis. Electric Motion is a French company. They buy the rolling chassis and they put in a 5 kilowatt golden motor in here. Battery goes right here, but obviously I've got that out. Connectors are right there, and then in the back you've got I think it's a Kelly 48 volt controller. So this thing's super fun. Ride it all over, dead silent. Have an absolute blast with it. Used it, and I guess I left the battery pack on, so it drained it lower than it should have been. So I contacted Electric Motion, told them my thing wouldn't start, and they were great right off the hop. They were emailing with me, getting me to check voltage and do a few things. When they realized that they were down to 2 volts a cell, they told me I had to send it to a dealer. I live in BC, Canada here, and there's no dealer. I think there's one back east, the next one's in California. So they just ghosted me after that. They haven't helped me. I've emailed them back like 3 times. They don't care, so got to do it myself. Opened up the battery pack. Here we go here. So inside there, we've got these pouch cells. There's 13 pouch cells. So that's 13 series or S and 0 parallel runs. So these are all 24.5 amp hour. They're like some Kokum battery company. I looked them up. They seem like a pretty legit big time battery company. They won't return any emails as to replace a pouch. You can see there I shorted this one out briefly. Oops, a little burn. Anyway, all these guys go in together, fit right in here. We've got our contactor, battery display and all that, and then the connector for the bike. This is the charger. So it's what does it say there? 54.6 volts DC. It takes several hours to charge it. And then there's a battery management system here. So all of these leads on the left in my hand here go to each cell, and then these are 7 temperature sensors, and that's pretty much it. And everything seemed to be in balance. I didn't have a good voltmeter at the time, so I bought this little cheapo one here off Amazon for a couple bucks, and it reads to 2 decimal places. And then I got this old analog power supply, so I'd set this guy at 450 milliamps, so that's just under half an amp. Clip them on the leads, and it would take like 8 hours or so, but it brought every battery up from, they were all at 2 volts, and now they're at 3.52, and they're all balanced out at 3.52 volts. So I know this is dangerous, lithium polymer pouch cells. I did it outside with a fire extinguisher, and now I'm going to put this thing together. And now that it's going to be reading more than 30 volts, this thing should pick it up and charge it. I'm going to do that outside. We'll see what happens. I know that copper shunts can form, but no one really wants to talk about it too much online, so let's experiment. If this thing will come up to charge without blowing up, I'm going to run extension cables somehow from the terminals into there, so I don't have it in the bike. I'll put the bike up on a stand and I'll rev it up and kind of run it through some load and see what happens. Pretty much going to keep hammering on this thing until either it feels somewhat safe to put it back in the bike or it explodes. Wish me luck.